The changes that are expected announced this week will include the use of commercial recruitment companies to make more targeted consultations and will be deployed in roles in accordance with their skills, depending on the senior. Oleksiy Danilov, Secretary of the Security of Ukraine, said, "Some people are afraid, fear dying, fear, but does not mean that they cannot take part in other activities. Now we have a new minister with a new approach." In early September, President Volodymyr Zelenskiy dismissed Oleksii Reznikov, who has been Minister of Defense since beginning of war, and changed with Rustem Umerov, who spent him working on prisoner negotiations with Russia. He said he expected to offer package the plan be solved and all the answers will be there. I see this plan next week. Zelensky said to a news conference without further details. Danilov said that Ukraine will work with Ukraine's largest recruitment companies determine talented Ukrainians who want to find people with certain skills and help army but do not want go front. Mobilization become more flexible. The necessary expertise will be announced and people be volunteer for a concrete position. For example, they need welders or mechanics. Danilov said. A resource at the Ministry of Defense confirmed that contracts were signed with recruitment companies, but did not give any more details. It was not immediately clear how much the purchase companies would be involved in this process or to which level of general recruitment would continue next to the more targeted process. Zelenskyy's announcement. While Ukraine is preparing face another barracks in war, there is a widespread fatigue on front and in middle of society. There are increasing voices that argue that he may need think of a last attempt be negotiated war. In the first months the war, hundreds thousands Ukrainians volunteered to fight as part of a wave patriotic determination that shocked Russia and repelled their initial progress. As the war became dragged, most people who willing to fight were already enrolled and most of the fronts injured or exhausted. The army had to mobilize to fill the ranks increasingly. Viral videos showed that men who closed the street were compulsory and the authorities who bribed to exemption became a large number of corruption scandal. Once recruitment receives training for several weeks and then sent to the façade.Participates in the telegraph groups where they share their tips in places. In summer months, sources in Odessa announced popular plan in city, where men who do not want serve for fee of 5,000 can get false medical report that proposes serious spine problem, which will be announced to be exempted and allowed leave country. Danilov admitted that there was a recruitment problem, but said that Russian propaganda exaggerated the scale of the problem.